What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode, and in this one we're doing something slightly different to what we would usually do, and I've actually put a little Q&A thing on Instagram right there. So really this video is just going to be me answering questions, and hopefully I can answer them to the best of my ability. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully you learn a thing or two. Don't know which camera to look at. But before we get into this video, the Blue Tiger is still in stock. So we restocked just recently, and we only have about 10 of these left. So if you want to grab your hands on one of these, honestly, one of the best squid jigs I've ever used. I barely use anything else now because this is literally everything that you want in a squid jig. This jig was designed by me. As you can see, we got the logo on the back there. So it's a full UV glow. It has a rattle inside, as you can hear there. It's a size 3.0, and honestly, this jig, I don't know if I fluked it or not, but it is, I've tested it for quite a while now, and as you've seen in the recent videos, it has been smashing. I'll leave a discount code in the description down below so you can get your hands on one of these. Thank you for all the support recently. You've smashed it on these, so keep going. And yeah, thanks for everyone who's got one so far. Last little thing as well, the Patreon page is now live. So you get some pretty cool perks. Some of them you can be in our private group chat where we just talk fishing. You get a weekly fishing update. You may even get some free squid jigs down the track. Yeah, early access to YouTube videos and a whole lot more. And we're also going to be doing a squid competition with the Patreon members very soon, within the next month. So if you guys want to be a part of that, make sure you head to the Patreon page, and I appreciate all you guys' support. So some lady just decided to sit right where I was recording, so we're heading over here, just around here, and we'll answer you guys' questions. Such a sick mangrove system though. Some of you may know where this spot is, like mosquito heaven. All right, let's get into the questions. So first question that we have here is from Leo. It says, massive fan of your YouTube channel. What is advice on different jag sizes? So obviously meaning squid jigs there. Pretty much I've always used a size 3.0 squid jig. Reason being because you can fish them in deeper water and you can fish them in shallower water. If you are fishing like off a boat and you're fishing in maybe say 15 meters of water, something ridiculous like that, then I would suggest using a 3.5 to 4.0 just so you can get down to the bottom. But if you're fishing anywhere between like 1 meter to maybe 5, even 7, a size 3.0, just like this one here, the Blue Tiger, you can get this down pretty easily depending on the conditions as well. So if it's blowing a gale, you definitely don't want to be using a 3.0 because it probably won't get to the bottom. So you definitely always want your jig hitting the bottom. A 3.5 to 4.0 in a big gale is going to probably hit the bottom. But for land-based fishing really, and even kayak fishing, this little 3.0 size here is going to absolutely slay. So I'd highly recommend you giving the 3.0 a go. Trout fishing in SA. That's a pretty good one. I haven't actually gone trout fishing yet. I've done some freshwater fishing. Let's get the squid jig out of the way. Done some freshwater fishing, as you've guys seen in the previous videos, such as the Murray cod and all of that, but I've never actually targeted rainbow trout or any sort of trout. So in the very near future, which I've actually just got to set up for, is go out and try and catch some trout, which I'm really keen for because they are really good fighting fish, and I think it's going to be a really good time. So we got that video planned. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss that one. So a favourite lure for yellowfin whiting? That's actually a pretty good question because I'm not really a lure guy for yellowfin whiting. Obviously you would see in my last videos with Ollie, we love our bait fishing when it comes to yellowfin. Yes, top water fishing is fun. I really just find the enjoyment of bait fishing for yellowfin whiting. I find you catch a lot more, and it actually does take a lot of skill. But you have to be able to tie your own rigs, not only just tie them, but tie them strategically and properly, so making sure the hooks sit in the right place and all of that stuff. So tying the rig for number one takes a lot of skill, and knowing where to cast, how to retrieve. There's also little techniques and tricks which you need to know if you want to maximize your catch rate of yellowfin whiting. So that's why I use bait. But if I were going to use lures for yellowfin whiting, which I have tried before and I have nothing against it, I actually quite enjoy it sometimes. The little sugar pens, if you're just looking for something that you know works, you can get them from BCF, get a sugar pen from BCF. So yeah, anything really top water should get the job done. It's one of those things that just takes a lot of practice, and yeah, you get better at it as you go. go on a boat out Port Pirie and go fishing for squid. It's actually a very good one, and funny you say that because we do actually have a video planned at the moment where we will be heading to Port Pirie to head on a new fishing charter that I've been invited to go on to. So we're going to make a full episode out of that one. So once again, make sure you subscribe for that because we're going to slay the King George and the squid on that one. So it should be good. Lucas Fishing SA has asked, what fish puts up the hardest fight? Can't keep my balance. So it kind of depends. It's a very broad question. The hardest fighting fish I've honestly fought for its size would be those big whiting that we got land-based off the flats the other week. If you're fishing on ultra-light gear and you're fishing for those sort of like 48 to 50 centimetre King George white, especially in knee-deep water, they can put up an awesome fight, which we got a really awesome fight, and Ollie had an extremely fun fight on his massive King George off the flats as well. So for me, I really enjoy fighting King George, especially when they fight like that. But if we're talking just general, the best fighting fish that you probably find here in SA, you can't go past a kingfish, tuna, all those big species that are really good fun, and obviously pretty hard to catch as well at times of the year. Talking big salmon, big whiting, all of that stuff. I really enjoy that on the light gear. You also asked, what's your go-to fish to eat? So I probably have to say yellowfin whiting is my #1 favourite fish to eat. I've tried King George, I've tried pretty much every fish fresh, and I cannot go past yellowfin whiting when it is literally cooked on the day. So I'm definitely going to do a yellowfin whiting cook up soon. So yeah, make sure you subscribe for that one. Next question is, will you be fishing at Pine Point for squid eventually? So if you guys didn't know where that is, I just got it up on Google Maps there. Not sure how well you can see, but it's pretty, don't know if you could see that at all really, but it's pretty much just under Ardrossan. So a lot of you probably know Ardrossan, and it's just under there. So yeah, have fished Ardrossan before, but haven't gone any further than that. So yeah, I'm always open to trying new spots. It is one thing I want to do as well, try and fish all the jetties I can, test them out and all of that stuff. So yeah, definitely I'll be fishing at Pine Point at one stage. It's just a matter of time. Next one is, do a collab with fans. So like I mentioned at the start of the video, I now have a Patreon page where you can subscribe to different tiers, and obviously different tiers give you different access to different things. And one of the tiers does involve, we do a monthly meetup with the Patreon fans, and pretty much it can be like a squidding competition or anything, but we'll head to a jetty and yeah, we'll pretty much just have a chat, talk some crap and go fishing. So we do that behind the scenes. If you do want to go fishing with me and the awesome other guys in the community, head to the Patreon page. I'll leave a link in the description, or you can click the top right corner right now and I'll take you straight to that Patreon page. All the support from the Patreon page goes back into the YouTube channel so we can create better videos. I really appreciate everybody's support who's subscribed to the Patreon so far. It really does go a long way to help me get better content and gear to make better videos for you guys. KAC Man also asks, any tips for Port Jackson fishing? If you see my videos, Port Noarlunga is a really renowned spot in South Australia, also known as a dog shark. So they're not really hard to catch. All you got to do is send out like a bit of squid, bit of pilly or whatnot, send it out. You're a really good chance of getting them. You can get them pretty much anywhere along this area. They actually, they're pretty much pests. They literally are everywhere. I absolutely hate catching them sometimes, but they are really cool. So if you want to go catch them, then that's your best bet. Question here, he's gone shark fishing as well. Yeah, that's something I spoke about in the last Q&A, if I would do shark fishing, and I'm definitely open for it. I'm sort of just not prioritizing it at the moment. I've got obviously some other things and other video ideas that I want to do. Yeah, shark fishing is definitely something that I'm keen to do. It looks like a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll make sure that we get some good content from that soon. And last question from Josh Hunt, the legend, has asked, best lures for West Coast Yorke Peninsula. I reckon we'll just generalize this in the whole Yorke Peninsula because obviously a lot of people fish in a lot of different places. It kind of depends what you're fishing for. If you're fishing for salmon, I really like to use medals down the Yorke Peninsula, fishing for salmon and all of that. If you're fishing for whiting, obviously off the flats down the Yorks, your top water lures are going to be your best bet, so like your sugar pens and all of that kind of stuff. And obviously it's just trial and error. Do a little bit of research on the fish and watch other people catch them on YouTube and all of that, and then get some inspiration from there. It is a very broad topic. There's a lot of lures, and I guess lure choice is really each one to their own. Whatever works for you works for you. Like there's no wrong answer saying you should use this lure or you're not going to catch anything. But yeah, for my usual favourites for catching all the generic species like salmon and whiting are your top water lures and your medals and hard bodies. Alright, a question I get a lot is, why did you start YouTube? That's probably one of the most asked questions I got in this Q&A. So I'll try and break that down for you. So I guess, like everything, there's a reason why I start something. It was actually watching people like YBS and Field Days, who are two of my favourite YouTubers and inspirations that I've looked up to starting my YouTube journey. The main reason why I started my own YouTube channel is because they really inspired me to, I guess, get that message out there. Get outdoors, go fishing. It's good for your mind, it's good for your health, and that's pretty much the main message that I try to get out on this channel. Hopefully the bigger this channel grows, the more I can get the message out, but that's really the main thing. Catching the fish and all of that is great, but really, like you saw in one of the last camping episodes, it's just about being out there in nature and just having a good time. Catching your own food, cooking it on a fire. Like for me, that's the pinnacle of fun. I just want to get that message across that, you know, it's not very hard to do. Get a few mates, head out on a fishing trip, and trust me, you'll have the best time of your life. Well, that's all the questions. So thank you everybody who answered the question on the Q&A poll. Really appreciate it. And I guess that sums it up. Hopefully next video we'll be fishing or doing something crazy, because the weather's been pretty crap at the moment, which is why I decided to come out here today and do a Q&A video. And once again, I want to say thank you guys so much for your support recently. From everyone who subscribed to the Patreon, bought a squid jig, commented, liked on the video, every little thing I don't take for granted. I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Yoo!